Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello, listeners. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Knights of Roleplay. I'm DM Chris, and we don't have a babysitter, so mine and Kate's daughter, Liliana, is our 7th player again today. And John is still doing a lot of awesome things in Tomb of Annihilation, so I'll turn it over to DM John.
Why, thank you, DM Chris. I appreciate that vote of confidence. By the way, Liliana will be playing the part of our bad guys tonight.
Sweet.
She has a whole set of dice over there ready to go.
I don't know how I feel about her killing us.
Gotta start them young, man.
Nah, she won't be. But that would be awesome.
It's going to happen eventually.
Eventually. No, she'll be a player by then. All right. So, where we last left off, we had a interesting fight with some weird frog beast thing that none of you kind of really figured out what it was. Managed to land a couple of fireballs on you, and you're feeling a little hurt. So, after checking out the tomb or the sarcophagus that we have. That it was guarding. I believe it was Mayok that managed. No, it wasn't Mayok. It was Hergarth. Sorry, I have names. I suck at names.
I keep switching characters.
I know. That managed to secure himself a deity of his own, and
Nang Nang.
Nang Nang.
Nang Nang.
Yes, very good. And so he decided to take a break.
To identify the egg.
To identify the egg and to take a short rest. But while you're all snuggling down and taking a breathing...
Darkness does
snuggle
not
pile.
snuggle.
You know what sexy goth
Only
baby?
sexy kobold girlfriend get to snuggle. Darkness.
DM says you are all snuggling in a kitty pile. Deal with it.
I don't know. Mayak would not be snuggling in a kitty pile.
Well, your armor would make it rather difficult.
Yes. So he would not be doing that.
Is there a saucer of milk or cream or anything like that? No?
Does somebody still have that jug?
Yes, we do.
There you go. You get all the mayo you want.
I can make food.
It makes milk, food, water, oil,
Yeah, a few things.
acid, a bunch of options.
I can make food and water.
But while you're just settling down, you start to hear the familiar heavy footfalls, and a secret panel on the west side of the room opens up, secret door, and in stomps the familiar form of the Tomb Guardian. I'm going to go ahead and give you the name because I'm sick of describing them. So,
Super fun.
so everyone, roll initiative.
Initiative. Let's see which dice want to
I
behave
forgot that.
tonight. That's not terrible. Let's take it. Alright. We'll go back to smaller dice.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Right.
Hi.
Okay. Starting at the top of my list here. Mayak, you good?
6.
6. Fang.
21.
Nice. Hergoth.
20.
20. Kalana.
17.
17. And Durkis.
Do you need the lozenge?
No, I'm okay.
18.
15.
I'm on the doorstep of whoa.
You win?
I won
Brian,
initiative.
is that like the first time ever? Or?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think, yeah.
You usually last.
In-
I am in
Twice
last.
alike.
Since I started playing, that's the first time I've won initiative.
Nice.
I thought Caspier did pretty good a few times.
He didn't have a very high dex, so maybe.
Caspier.
He was at least middle of the pack most of the time.
Caspier
Strength
the Goose, the
Okay,
Ghost.
so our initiative order is Fang, Hergoth, Durkris, Klana, the Tomb Guardian, and Mayok.
But sometimes there's an advantage in going last.
Did
Sometimes there
Mayo
is.
make the mayo?
So the Tomb Guardian is currently, let's see, you're going to be 20 feet away from you, Fang, and I believe you are still invisible.
I am.
So, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna walk up to him and get some drippy nails coming out of my fingers and swipe at him with
Get a
primal savagery.
primal savagery with drippy nails.
And since I'm invisible, I get advantage, correct?
Yeah.
That is correct.
But you lose the invisibility as you make the swipe, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you still can. That's awesome.
That's not bad. Oh, shit. Rolled the wrong damage dice, but that's right. It's gonna be
Mine up.
24 to hit.
24 does hit. Give me the damage separate. Give me the damage. If you have multiple damage types, give
No,
me them
it's all acid.
It's all acid damage.
Yeah. Oh, fuck you.
Ooh.
3.
For 3 damage.
Still something.
Something's better than
It's
nothing.
all got to start somewhere.
Sometimes your bark is worse than your bite.
And then I bonus action disengage and move back 10 feet.
Okay.
God, that sucks. I wish it was 2d8 because I rolled 2 7s.
Hergoth, you're 35 feet away.
35 feet away.
And you're still engaged with him.
I disengaged.
You disengaged.
Okay.
I need to
I'll
keep track of that. It's going to be relevant
move
to
30
something I
feet.
do.
Okay.
And I will use my free hand. I have the scimitar in my right hand. Left hand I'm going to use for Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast. Here we go. AC 17
That hits.
for 9 force.
What AC was that, Chris?
That was 17.
Okay. That's good. I thought I remembered these guys being hard to hit. I guess not. Oh, all right.
And it's force damage. It's
Correct. 9 force
9
damage.
force damage. Okay, he takes it.
Okay, I think I have another shot with it. I'm just double checking. Eldritch Blast. 2 beams at 5th. Yep. Okay, so another beam.
Another beam.
AC 27
That will hit.
for 5 force.
5 force.
Yes. Move up, zap, zap. And that is turn.
That is turn. Okay. Durkris,
Aye.
you are 20 feet away.
All right. I will shuffle on up there and hammer him down. It's hammer time.
Touch this.
Durkris is going to hammer the Tomb Guardian.
Oh,
Yep, that happened.
AC 16.
Negatory.
AC second attack.
17.
AC 18
Correct.
for 11.
Is it magical?
I cannot rage
So it is
because
not
I'm
magical.
out of rages,
Okay, he doesn't seem to take all of it.
but it is bludgeoning damage. And I think that's gonna be it.
Okay. Staying engaged?
Yes.
Okay. Kalana.
Hi, sweetie.
Okay, so Kalana at range is going to reach out a hand, and
Yeah,
Radiance descends on him, so Sacred Flame, make a dexterity saving throw.
Sacred Flame, dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
5 or 5. Maybe I'll take the, let's see, on the die, let's see. Plus -1, so 4.
Fail.
Yeah.
Fail, fail, fail,
Okay,
fail.
for cantrip scrying with level.
Fail.
That's alright. So
Fail.
9 radiant
Fail.
damage.
9 radiant damage. He takes it.
Okay, so then she is going to position herself not in base to base with him,
Okay.
but behind Dirkris, like basically hiding
Okay.
behind Dirkris, who is engaged with him.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's the Tomb Guardian's turn. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. Currently engaged with Dirkris. The weird little green thing has bugged out, and you're still at range. You're still at range. You're 10 feet away. You've reached. And okay. Well, he is not smart, so attack number 1 on the annoying little lizard thing in front of it.
Come at me, bro.
AC 16.
Double hit.
Okay, for for
Hi, sweetie.
8 bludgeoning damage. Oh, sorry, hang on. 8. 12 bludgeoning damage. Plus the spikes on his gauntlet connect and gave you another 9 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Yikes.
Attack number 2.
That's gonna leave a mark. I'm bloody.
AC 17.
That hits.
Okay, Kalana is going to use her reaction to intercept. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus 4. So she basically like swipes out her rapier and kind of deflects the blow
some of things.
partially.
Okay, so roll that up. That will deduct from the main attack, which is
Okay. It's gonna.
18 minus.
It deducts. Reduce the damage to the target by 1d10 plus 4, so that's 12.
18, 12. Okay, so you take 6 bludgeoning damage and 5 piercing damage.
I'm not dead yet.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we have a paladin.
Okay.
Druid.
Yep, and and it's time for the paladin to paladin.
Okay.
Or paladin.
All right. I have 2 things I can do, but one is a bonus action. So does that mean I can attack first and then do the action as a bonus action?
If the thing you want to do is listed as a bonus action, then you can do that in addition to your attack.
Okay. So I'm going to attack first. Oh, wait. Actually, it's better for me to do my thing first. So I'm going to cast Vow of Enmity.
That's what they're there for. What does it do?
Oh, there you go.
As a
Yeah,
bonus
buddy.
action, you can choose a creature you can see within 10 feet of you and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls in half.
Okay, so you gain advantage
He
on your
has
attacks.
advantage
Okay,
for
and
the fight,
yeah,
yes.
and you're close enough to get to come up to melee
And
for it.
that's
Okay.
his once a long rest channel divinity, so he's not using that lightly. That's yeah, good call, man.
So let's hope that it works.
Vengeance Paladins for the win.
Thank goodness, but damage is piddly.
Doink.
Yeah,
But you have
basically.
extra attacks, so
Oh, I can re-roll the damage actually as part of my
Something dark side.
Well, okay.
Are you a great weapon fighter?
Point's a point.
Less fiddly.
Yes, less fiddly.
Well,
So
that's twice as much damage.
You increased your damage output by 100%.
so to hit
Hey,
is going to be 21.
Sometimes a point
21
makes
don't
a
hit.
fight. Remember? Hit it with a rock.
5 points of damage. What kind of damage?
It's always radiant.
First,
but-
that it was right.
No, that's only on a critical, I believe.
That's your smite that does radiant.
Yes.
Your
so
your
bludgeoning damage.
are your attacks considered magical?
You do have a magical mace. I think.
I didn't use that one.
Yeah.
I just used my long sword.
Okay,
Yeah.
then it doesn't take all of it. Okay.
And I think that's me because I used my bonus action.
No,
I
you
have 2 attacks.
Yeah, you said you got multi-attack.
2 attacks, Greg.
Extra attack.
Extra attack, whatever you call it.
Critical.
Nice.
Really? Oh,
Hit the
yeah.
Yes.
Take that thing down.
All right.
We need our rest.
All right. I only have 1 level 3 left, so I'm going to use that.
Oh, that's big money.
All
So
right.
that's
Gonna hit the thing with the spike.
4, so you're going to be rolling a total of 8d8 of smite plus 1 more d8 of damage, Greg.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Greg, I have a video of Liliana rolling some regular sized dice, and she's shaking them up and down like the way that you do it.
Nice.
She's watching you, Greg.
I always feel
Learning from the
Greg has quite the vigorous shake.
Yes, he does.
I want to make sure it works.
He shakes and prays at the same time.
Okay, she's asking for a packet.
Just had like 4 munchkins today too on the way back from Pumpkins. There's 2 more left in the bag.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
Munchkins for the munchkin.
She eats them pretty quickly.
Go in there.
Did you add in your base die too, Gary? Plus your mod.
43.
43 total damage?
Level 3 smites don't mess
And-
around.
No, I don't.
Oh, shoot. I was supposed to roll a radiant die, which I did not.
A radiant die?
Wait, some of that is radiant. Hold on.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, you know what? This is
Oh.
Matisse. Never mind.
So, 43. 43 damage. Okay. Still up.
Bloody?
Nope.
Call.
Darn it all.
These things are pesky.
What is Darnatol, is it?
I was just thinking that's it.
That's not a medication I've heard of.
Do I need some Darnatol?
That is
Excuse me, sir. Can you prescribe me some Darnatol?
It's usually on the shelf next to the Acrite.
a classic Saturday Night Live skit.
Fuckatol.
That one's for my butt.
Oh, no, sorry. I mathed that a little.
What just happened? Oh
Apparently, Chris is pulling Darnatol from his butt.
no.
Wow, you should put that back in there.
Oh. If we only had trailers. If we only had trailers again.
Daddy's very silly, but you want to do that.
I mathed wrong. He is bloody. That's okay. We got a few people to go before you.
Critical smite on the last time we fought one of these things, which saved our
Hey,
freaking Greg.
round
Good
two.
job. These things are nasty.
Let's see here. He
Argoth, you're going next.
But I'm after.
Yeah, after.
Yeah.
After Fang.
No, you go after Fang.
Oh, okay.
Fang went initiative this time.
Gotcha. Oh, gotcha.
Bang holds his hands out and smacks them together, and a bell echoes through the room.
Bong.
Toll the dead.
Tour of the Dead.
So wisdom save.
Does that work if he has an easy pass? It's like stuck on his forehead.
A fast pass.
Wow, guys, wow.
Wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw 16.
Wisdom saving throw with advantage. Failed. Oh, is that cocked?
Oh, yeah, that's cocked.
It's cocked. Okay. Doesn't make a difference anyway.
Not much better.
Fails miserably.
For the listeners, John has chosen to roll out in the open rather than using a screen for this campaign, which is interesting
15
for us.
necrotic.
Gives it
different.
disadvantage.
Keeps him honest.
If
Yeah.
you use the one
That way
shield,
we know for sure that
use
he
the other. Yeah, you
definitely killed us.
But you have advantage for your next attack.
And I'm also going to move back a little bit.
That also lets us know
you
like
gotta shift back a
what
little
the
bit.
monster's
Okay,
attack
say
bonuses
you're
are.
about 25
Not
feet
that
from
really
it
seems
right
to
now.
matter, but
I don't pay enough attention to that.
I've only noticed it.
Do you
like,
disturb the salt when you back up?
Troll.
Is there salt in the room net still?
Yeah, I'm kidding. That mechanic's done.
Need to re-roll the savage attacker.
Nice. Hergoth, you're up. Dirkus, you're next.
Okay, so I move up to melee and start using the scimitar.
Okay.
Scimitar. I don't have any hex stuff going on because I
Hergoth's scimitar.
already used that stuff. I feel like there's something else with my damage though. There's something. Attack twice. Back wound, back the blade. Okay, I'm just gonna roll. Okay, attack with scimitar. Oop, not that line. This line. That's a 12 to hit.
That's probably not going to do it, no.
Okay,
Clang off its armor.
I was gonna cast a spell and I forgot. That's all right. Ugh, AC 13.
Clang off its armor again.
Terrible. Okay, that's turn.
Dirkus, go ahead. Kalana, you're after.
I'm going to use my pack tactics.
Yeah.
We can do that now because there's more than one person within 5 feet of it.
Indeed. I don't like you. That is a double critical.
Oh, more times the dice.
Critical.
That is two 20s.
It's a photographic opportunity.
Take a picture of that for the Instagram.
I don't think anyone criticals before. That deserves a
What's your
special
Dirkus token?
something.
That is a crit.
So what happens is that the two criticals cancel each other out, and it rolls
Bullshit.
around to a miss. Automatic miss.
She's in the kitchen. Brian has half an eye on where she is.
You swung way too hard.
That you spun around in circles.
The one across the stairs downstairs we have.
Okay.
But not the one to the kitchen.
Not the one in the
So
kitchen.
she wants to go out to the living room.
Wowzers.
They'll just keep an eye on
Okay.
her. Yeah.
And I do have brutal critical, which I forgot about last time.
It's starting to become a
So that
little
means
more.
2 more
Not 100%
dice.
frustrating. Is she tearing apart the cart?
All right. So that is 13
She might be in the living room for a second.
plus 4, 17
17.
bludgeoning.
But he doesn't take all of it, unfortunately.
And I am going to use my Crusher critical.
Okay.
So when I score a critical hit that deals bludgeoning damage to a creature, attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Everybody has advantage on their next attacks against it.
That's pretty weird.
And I get another hit. I get another swing.
Awesome.
You just burned all your luck, though.
I don't know about that. I got pretty lucky this time.
That'll do it.
Okay, yeah, that is an AC 21.
Yep.
And that's not as great for the damage, but that is a 6 bludgeoning.
6. Okay, but
But
doesn't take all of it. Okay. You staying engaged?
I will stay engaged, yes.
Okay. Kalana, you're up. Tomb Guardian, you're next.
Alright, Kalana raises a hand and Radiance descends on him again. So, second verse, same as the first.
Could get better, but it's gonna get worse.
Yep.
What's the save against?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity.
Never done that.
That's a 12.
Fail.
Well,
Okay, that is 10 radiant damage.
Okay, he takes it.
Okay, and where she's at, is she within 5 feet off of him, but is she like kind of touching base to base with both her and maybe Hergoth or her and Mayak? Can she be within 5 feet of 2 of the people who are actually engaged with him?
Since Mayak was the first to engage, I'm going to say that you're base to base with Durkris and Mayak.
Okay, that sounds good. I will stay where I'm at.
Okay.
And turn.
Okay. Tomb Guardian. Let's see. Right now, Durkris, Mayak, and Fang is not engaged. Hergoth isn't engaged. Actually, he is now. Let's see. Okay.
John rolling out of the tray.
Okay, nothing happens. Okay. The golem maintains control of its sanity
Uh-oh.
and continues its. Well, actually, who hurt him most? Mayak hurt him most. He is just. He did not like that, so he is going to turn on Mayak. Okay.
Nail in that tank.
Attack number 1
How do you turn on a paladin?
with the light switch.
Turn me on like a light switch.
Attack number 1. AC 23.
That will hit.
Okay, 4. 19 bludgeoning damage.
Yikes. I'm definitely bloody.
And the spikes make contact for another 8 piercing damage.
Ooh, so 19 plus 8. Ugh.
Total of 27 damage.
Yikes.
Attack number 2.
Ugh.
AC 1 more.
Interception.
That's 25. Interception. Okay, roll your mitigation. 18 bludgeoning damage, reduced by...
Just double check. So it is, reduced by 10.
Okay, so 8 bludgeoning damage. Banger. And 11 piercing damage.
19.
The spikes really caught you on that one.
Ugh.
That was a 5 and a
John
6.
is rolling hot damage right now.
Yeah, take those red dice away from him.
I am not in a good place.
The rest.
Well, you can do something about that now.
All right. First of all, I'm gonna try to heal myself.
Touch yourself, touch yourself.
I'm gonna touch myself hard.
You got other healers. If you just, Greg, you have advantage on attacks on him right now.
Yeah.
So
Everybody does.
All right. So let me do that first.
Because I can get you, if you get knocked down, you know that Kalana can heal.
Okay.
Because you'll get up again.
Ugh. That was terrible. 11.
11 does nothing. Clang off the armor.
All right.
Yeah.
Swapping out the dice. We need to make a dice gel.
All right. So that's better. So that is going to be 23 to hit,
23 will hit, yes.
and that's going to be for 9.
For 9, but really 4. Because he doesn't take all of it. Unless you've switched to the mace, but...
No,
No.
I didn't say I was using the mace.
So now there's ogres. Okay.
Unless you use the mace or drop smites on it, which I know you got to be careful with spell slots because resources.
Okay. Round 3, Fang. Go ahead.
Is that I'm 25 feet away?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna run up on him and I get
Christy,
drippy
have I-
fangs coming out of my mouth.
Dripping fangs coming out of your mouth. Ah.
And I bite him with primal savagery.
Okay.
I see her. She's done.
Yeah, she's done. Watching. Groovy hippity.
She's pretty good at being self-sufficient.
What's your
14 to hit.
14.
14. No, you kind of gnaw on a little piece of armor, and it's kind of tastes like pennies.
You.
Bonus
Penny.
action disengage.
Okay.
Move back 5 feet.
And full back. Ergoth.
All right. 2 attacks with the pack weapon. AC 15.
You have
Gonna
advantage.
miss.
Nope. That's
You have advantage.
Because of your critical, right?
Yep.
Thank you, Sarah.
Ooh, much better.
That's
Is he better?
I might crit on 19s with a pack weapon.
Heyo.
Let me see.
See, that's pact tactics.
Pact of the Blade. Oh no, that's
Tactics
only
and
if,
pact
that's only if I have it
tactics.
cursed.
Can you curse it?
No, I already used that. It resets on a short rest.
You can't just cry out a whole bunch of obscenities and curse it again.
Fuck up balls!
It's 7 magical slashing.
For 7 magical slashing.
Magical slashing.
How do you want to do it?
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I just cleave an angle from shoulder to hip.
All right.
Declave.
Critical smite.
Bits of scrap armor kind of fall off in the air, and he crumples in this heap of various stitched up body parts.
Alright, so now that door popped open, can we see the mechanism for how it popped open, knowing where it is?
You now know what the door is.
Okay.
So,
Is there a way to barricade that door? Like if it slides back down, is there a way to set the immovable rod to keep it from opening again?
if you want to do that, but I'm just going to say you now know where the door is. And you can
I'm
open
thinking I want to make sure that we get our short rest without anything else walking in.
it. Oh, you want to try to barricade the door closed?
Correct.
No, because the door closes flush to the wall.
Okay.
So we wouldn't be able to open it.
There's nothing to brace
Okay,
against.
no edge or anything. That's
Right,
what I
it's
was
like a
asking.
sliding-
I didn't know if it
Yep.
if it slid up against the wall, you could put something
Okay.
on top of it so it wouldn't slide up. But if it slides up inside the wall, then okay. Sure.
It's like the Scooby-Doo panels. Like,
Does anybody have another way to block that wall? We could try to move this sarcophagus.
I don't think that that's going to work.
I mean, I think we still need to try to get a rest. We're even worse off now than we were before.
You're welcome, by the way.
Thank you.
I told you that I have great leadership skills.
well, no one doubted that, Dirkris.
So, continuing our rest. We didn't fight for more
So-
than 10 minutes, so...
Okay, so continuing on with the rest. And off in the distance, you start hearing nothing. You do manage to get your short rest this time.
Short rest. All right.
Okay, so what are we going to do for hit dice? That's the question. Oh, baby. 3 levels of fighter, so I can roll those 3d10s.
What are the properties of the egg, John?
Okay, the egg. Let's see. Let me go look that up real quick. From Nang Nang to
D8. That's good.
okay. As soon as you're ready, you can upgrade to that level.
Just marking off my hit dice. I use 2 of them. I am ready.
It is a petrified grung egg, and it functions as a pearl of power.
Gotcha.
I'll give you the specs on that in a minute. But additionally,
That
a
does
spellcaster that
12,
attunes to the
14,
egg
10
also
plus
gains
12.
resistance to poison damage.
It did it already, I think.
Yes, and it's
Okay.
whatever you rolled plus
Got it.
12.
Yep, and so the Pearl of Power is while it is on your person, you can use an action to speak its command word and regain 1 expended spell slot. If the expended spell slot was 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level.
What if, as a warlock, all my spell slots are at 5th level?
I'm going to go check. Alright, can you see her?
Well, you
It
don't.
might
It
not
can't.
function.
It can't give you more than 5th, 4th. So I'd say it'd give you a bonus first level because you only have first and fifth, right? Am I remembering that right?
Well, the way the Warlock works is that you only have one level of spell slot. Like you start off with you have 2 first level spell slots.
Lay on hands.
Then eventually you have 2 second level spell slots. And right now I have 2 fifth level spell slots. I can't have a spell slot that's lower than that.
Do the dice reset?
At least not for my
dice?
Warlock
Yes.
spells.
Let me
No,
see
that's what you
if
take
the
long
internets are
rest,
smart
then
about
you
that.
recover them. But,
I need to use all of it.
I mean, yeah, do what you have to. And honestly, I'd hold the lay on hands so you can use it in a fight, or if you need it later.
By raw, it's still a 3rd level spell slot, so you can use it to cast a spell up to 3rd level.
Okay. That is fine.
15, 20.
Assuming you have any 3rd level spells.
That's real true for now.
I do. And yeah, instead of casting it with a 5th, I cast it with a 3rd level from the pearl.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Excuse me.
Weird little edge case. Stop doing that to me.
Put John through his paces as DM.
That's like his job. As a DM, that's not DMing.
So, you've completed your short rest. There is a door that you're now aware of to the east. There is a air vent above you that still kind of smells a little bit like wine, which you wouldn't have too much trouble climbing into.
I don't think we want to go back to the wine, so I guess let's go out the secret door and see where we go.
Secret tunnel.
Secret door.
Secret tunnel.
Secret door.
All right, you pass out. Then go out the secret door to the east, and you do once again find that table in the niche wherein you found a bottle that currently holds a rather irate tiny creature, which is currently bagged, and then at the other end of the short hallway, you once again find yourself in Papa Zuddle's tomb, currently still rather thoroughly trashed from your previous exertions, but the heavy door is, of course, closed.
Okay, that's the one that
The door to the north.
Whatchamacalls were pulling to keep it closed.
The zombies were pulling to open it,
Oh, okay.
and without zombies pulling on it, it is currently closed.
So basically, we're probably going to have to play the role of zombies and pull it open, and then actually use that immovable rod that we have to have somebody prop the door and walk under it, and then hopefully pull the rod and get it back.
How do you propose to pull the rod and get it back?
If you prop it at the edge so that it's sticking out when you deactivate it.
And won't you lose your arm?
If you put part of the rod not in the plane of the door. Like,
This woman confuses me.
I
so
think
if the
I
door is
understand
here,
what she's
and
saying.
if somebody puts the rod
Where did she get
there,
paper to draw a picture?
In the dust. You can always draw in the dust.
She's a cleric. She's got books and stuff. She's a little bookish.
You brought books to a tomb?
Of course.
You're really weird.
They're tomb tomes.
Right?
Tomes.
But if you put the rod like that, this being the outside of the door that we're
Your
going to
hand's in the way.
outside, inside, rod.
All right, where do you want me to put my rod?
Depends on how immovable it is.
Well, it holds up to 8,000 pounds.
So, I mean, if you want to open the door because you are strong, then I can
I
place
could
the
help
rod.
there, Chris.
I am strong like
Okay.
gold.
Okay. What's your strength score?
Strength score?
Yes.
18.
What's your strength
16.
score? 16.
I think we probably need 3 people to do it. Let's see.
How strong are zombies, though, to be pulling the door?
Well, there were multiple.
There was
of
like
them.
3 or 4 of them or something.
Gotcha.
I mean, do the two of you want to try it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you struggle a little bit with it, but the two of you together do manage to lift the door.
Okay.
So the door now stands open with the short kobold reaching as high as she can, and a tall human kind of ducking down, trying not to.
Alright, so Kalana motions the others out, takes the immovable rod and puts it in the door, just like I showed you here, so that this is the hallway outside. And the rod is at an angle so that we can still have the outer end of it to touch that's outside the door.
Okay.
So.
We don't have to overthink this too much.
Yeah.
You don't have too much trouble putting the immovable rod in place. You press the button with the button on the outside, and it quite securely holds the door.
Okay. So
Everybody
else wants that?
crawls underneath the door because poor Dirkers couldn't quite lift it up that high.
Happens to a lot of men.
Yeah.
Apparently women too.
And with a press of the button and a quick
Non-binary
jerk, you retrieve your rod, and the door slams shut. Boom.
Yeah, I retrieved my rod.
You find yourself standing
Kalana
on
returned
a.
to this. Thank you for letting me use your rod.
You're welcome.
But I'm bummed.
Pretty lady.
You find yourself
You're very
standing
confusing,
on.
but very pretty. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Witty banter is encouraged. You find yourself once again standing on a 5-foot wide balcony around a rather large pit. The stairs that you came down originally are over on the far side. To your left, that is the west, you see the stairs that go down as the balcony continues on to the wall and then takes a right turn and the stairs go down. And of course, the hallways that you explored earlier are over on the far side.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to go back.
At
and
your
check.
feet is a pile of dust.
We should check the hallway where our wizard acquaintance
We
ran out of
just
the room.
came out of it.
No.
Oh
we
no.
came out. So let's go back and check the hallway where we lost our wizard acquaintance and just see if we find his body or something.
That stupid guy probably ran off.
Well, if he ran off, maybe he left his loot. So let's go
Well,
check.
he was about as loyal as a freaking
Because he had just taken
caterpillar.
that ring, he had taken that staff. It would be...
You turn to the right, which goes east, and follow the balcony around again to the north until you get to the hallway that again goes off to your right. Going down the hallway, you once again find the left and right turns that you discovered looped around, at the bottom of which is the half-man, half-goat corpse.
I don't feel like going around the loop again.
Yeah.
Good idea.
At your feet kind of stick to the floor a little bit because it smells very much like wine. And at the far end is a dark room. There is a door that opens up into a dark room.
Oh, so the room has reset itself.
Well, it had sunlight when we went in.
Yeah. Okay, is there any sign of the wizard outside the door, items, anything like that?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay. Alright, well,
I'm telling you,
that's
that little
unfortunate.
stupid man, he probably ran away.
Yeah.
We'll find his corpse somewhere.
Let's go down to the next level and see if there are more hints on placards.
I didn't trust him as far as I could teleport him. And I don't even teleport.
Hints on placards, and remember, we may have to come back up to get to that one room that we dropped into before.
There was a door.
Okay.
There was, but there was a whole floor full of probable traps to cross to get to the sarcophagus in the middle.
You backtrack the way you came, down to the south, off to the west. Then you get to that corner, and turn to your right and proceed on down the stairs to the next level. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's on downstairs.
As you begin to descend the stairs, Very quickly, your nostrils are assaulted by this smell of mold and rotting corpses.
Fun.
From around you, you start to hear a sort of kind of like a squishy jelly sound.
Use my action, become invisible.
Okay, our druid is invisible.
I look down at my feet to see what I'm stepping in.
See where
You're not currently stepping in anything, but you are starting to see.
Oh, that's the best music cue ever.
Yeah. You start to see around you a weird, slightly pulsing purple mold growing around the edges and up onto the walls, and occasionally little piles of it
Fall down.
As you get to the bottom of the stairs, the mold actually is in slightly larger clumps here and there, and occasionally an eye stalk pops up out of these molds and kind of looks at you a little bit.
I hit it with a hammer.
You hit it with a hammer.
No, we didn't touch it.
Okay, roll to attack.
If an eye stalk pops up at me, I go whack.
Are we in darkness?
well, you have light still cast on your shield.
Okay.
That would be an AC 26.
Okay, roll damage.
Does anybody know anything about this while she's sitting here?
That would be 6 bludgeoning.
Okay, you managed to score a solid hit on the eyeball. The eyeball makes a rather sickening pop. Then from the little clump, a little on the opposite wall, another eyeball pops up, and
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, shit.
Is this an effect that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated?
Because you have advantage, right?
I'll say yes.
So that is 14.
Plus your aura from Mr. Mayock, who's close at hand.
So 17.
So 17.
Plus 3. Did you?
Yeah, she just did. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He has a gut reaction, man.
Okay.
And then Dorcas died.
This is how Dorcas dies. What up?
Is there a house reaction if I can't believe my character just did that?
Is it a...
We gotta die.
I want to make it to the end. Oh no!
a sort of a dark light ray comes shooting out of the eyeball,
no.
and you just barely manage to get out of its way
Disintegrate.
before the eyeball then retreats back in, and a little farther down the hallway, another eyeball pops up, starts watching you.
I don't think we.
Okay, I think
we
maybe
should
we
promote
don't hit
them,
the eyeballs.
maybe.
That's not a good
Does
golf game.
anybody here have enough of like a nature background? Maybe they know something about this or Arcana.
Don't know a lot about eyeball rays,
I
but I
have a
don't think that
survival
looks
background.
tasty.
Okay.
What kind of checks could we make to see if we can figure stuff out about this, Mr.
All right,
Guillaume?
let me finish setting the scene of where you are.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. You are now currently standing at the bottom of the staircase with all this purple oozy mold kind of dotting the landscape around you, the dungeonscape, the hallwayscape. To your left, to the west, is a 10-foot wide corridor. Up ahead of you, the balcony continues to wrap around the pit, and you can see you just barely catch the glint of a plaque on the wall to the north. Also, a little farther down on the north, you see there is a hallway, and another hallway to the south of this room, where there's also the stairs that go down another floor.
Are we on the 3rd level?
You are currently on the 3rd level.
Which is when we fell, when Gleep went down through that hole.
This would be the level that we went to.
Correct.
This is the same
one
level.
One of those rooms was
Where we saw the-
probably on this level.
It seems like a reasonable conclusion.
Okay, we saw the dwarf in that
We
room.
would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you and I actually did not, but the rest of them.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, our characters were not there.
Although we probably
Can we
maybe saw it
extrapolate?
before.
Like the general direction of where that would be? Where that room would be?
That's
Somebody who's
that's
not
roughly
us.
tracking.
Somebody who's not us.
I mean, it's possible our characters encountered it separately.
Maybe.
Depends how meta you want to.
Somebody make a nature check then. It's kind of a tracking thing.
You're not nature, really?
Druid does not have good nature? Dude!
-1. Is anybody better than that? Otherwise, well.
I have terrible survival skills.
I have +1,
+1?
but my character wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
have -1, so I'm not going to be
what do
helpful.
you have?
I have -1.
Okay, I got you, because I think you're the druid and you should be able to think of the most. It's just as good a chance as any of us.
I'm like this.
D4.
Yeah, you get an extra D4.
I know we went through a ceiling at some point, but
Yes.
Good call.
11.
It's okay. It's okay. It was an easy check. You think that that room that you saw at the time is probably to the north, straight ahead of you.
it was like
So over
right
by the
off the
plaque.
hallway, so.
Down the hall from the plaque. Yeah.
Which we would have wanted to go look at the plaque anyway. You know anything about this mold, or does anybody?
I know that it has eyeballs and they're not nice.
What checks should we make to try to figure out something about the mold?
If you need it to be intimidating,
Arcana.
I can do that.
I place a hand on Hergot's shoulder and say, "Friend, have you ever encountered anything like this before in your travels?"
What is it that you're asking him?
John is saying that someone needs to make an Arcana check to figure out something about the mold.
If you want to try to investigate the mold, I'll let you make an Arcana check.
Yeah, sure. Argoth will do that.
And I got you.
Okay. So, D4. This is Arcana. That's pretty good. That's 18, 23 for Arcana on the mold.
The mold itself, you've never seen before. But the eye that came out looked like a beholder eye.
Oh no.
That eye looked like a beholder eye.
Oh, I've heard about those things.
Yes, they are very, very nasty.
I'm not the one that likes to call anything a monster because I don't like being called a monster myself. But those things are monsters.
I understand.
I would advise not touching those.
Yeah, I'm not touching those things yet.
This could be some abomination created from dead beholders, just as these monsters we've been fighting were clearly created probably from other victims of the tomb. It's a disturbing thought.
So we move down to the plaque, right?
Carefully.
So we're done.
Yes, yeah. I'm trying to figure out which of my handouts here I actually need to. Oh, here. Give me a second.
She's very pretty, but why does she have to come to all these conclusions and stuff? What does this matter? We just need to get this stuff dead and get out.
Unless we're gonna set fire to the whole hallway. I don't know if it's gonna be that easy to make the mold dead. You already tried that.
Well, the things that we can't kill, we leave. Mm-hmm. And the things that we can kill, we kill.
Yep.
And then we get out.
Makes sense. Alright, so do we get to the plaque?
Yes, you do.
Or do we all get beholden
John's
to
checking on
death before the plaque?
Well, Dirk stops attacking the
I need to make
eyeballs.
sure I give you the correct.
I stopped attacking the
Is there a
eyeballs.
side to walk around the balcony that
It
doesn't
scared me.
touch the mole?
It took me by surprise.
And like I said before, don't touch the mole.
I didn't touch the mole. My hammer touched the eyeball.
I really hope her god that gets disintegrated by a boulder.
Well, go ahead and touch the
How many
mole.
characters do you want disintegrated?
I keep making more
You
characters.
didn't get one disintegrated. The first one got popped away.
He probably has 15
Probably gonna find
characters.
him in a torture experiment later on.
He has like one character for every level.
Okay, so Hergoth reads the plaque which says, "Walk through water with weapon in hand. Slake your shadow at the font. The vulture is the first step. Write the gods. The walls of history tell all." So I'll pass it through on the table. People can take a look at it.
So the vulture is the first step is probably the hint for the floor from when my party had peeked into that room.
Yeah, the first symbol would be a vulture probably on the floor. Yeah, probably. That is probably true.
Wasn't there water in one of those?
Not in. Well, the only room on this floor that I've seen in my
From
travels
here,
separate
can we
from
see
you is
the entrance
one
to that
with
room?
The hole of darkness in the ceiling above
From
it.
where you are, you only see the 10-foot
could be
corridor that you passed by, the 5-foot corridor that's on the north wall a little farther down, and the 5-foot corridor to the south.
I just know I want to keep moving. This hallway creeps me out.
Right, the gods.
It's watching me.
I wonder if they're.
So are we going to head to that room where
The walls of
most of you
history.
saw the dwarf?
That's
I
where
guess we
want to
might
go
as
first.
well.
Okay, I guess we're heading to the dwarf, to the room with the dwarf.
Okay, so you head north? North for the dwarf?
Jesus, John, get out of my head.
Okay. Not the direction I was expecting you to go, but that's okay. I can roll it.
See how bad we get slaughtered by this room.
Okay.
Probably better we're going in there fresh.
You step carefully around the patches of purple mold as you work your way over to the corridor, which takes you north for only about 20 feet, where you find yourself facing a huge carving of a snarling jackal's head, which protrudes from the wall at the end of this corridor. A chamber is visible through the gaps between its fangs.
Oh, so we can see the chamber that we were in through the gap in the fangs of this thing.
Do you want to take a look?
I do.
Okay.
What does it mean?
You do indeed see the room that you recognize. I'll just reread the description here.
Okay.
4 torches illuminate stone sphinxes crouched in the corners of this 15-foot high room. Torches cast flickering light across hieroglyphs carved on the tiled floor. At the center of the room, a gold-inlaid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot-tall stone dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits. Not horny rabbits, horned rabbits. A dark shaft opens in the ceiling directly above the barge.
He said shit.
As you watch, a slab of the wall suddenly grinds upward on the east, and a dwarf wearing a turban and chain mail creeps into the tomb. He brandishes a shield in front of him as he treads cautiously across the floor. Do you continue to watch?
Yeah.
Suddenly, a loud click sounds as the dwarf steps on one of the floor tiles. Then a deafening buzz rises as locusts pour out from the mouths of the Sphinx's statues, quickly engulfing him. He tries to fight them off, but to no avail. When the cloud of insects vanishes, nothing of the dwarf remains except its bones and gear.
Which is what we saw from above.
Okay, so I'm seeing this play out, even though they already saw the dead body there.
I'm telling you what you are seeing.
That's
A
very
vision.
interesting. So Hergoth describes this entire scene to you.
That is disturbing.
That is interesting. We saw that dwarf already.
Did you happen?
I just saw him die.
Did you happen to notice what character was on the floor that it stepped on when
I can't see the characters looking through the teeth,
I wouldn't
right?
think so.
Hard to really get it distinguished to distinguish the individual shapes from their angle.
Hergoth says no.
Did the clothes match the one that's right out in front of us that we saw the dwarf close?
He wasn't there.
Well, you saw what's outside. If you walked past it, right?
No.
Oh, I thought we walked past
No,
it.
the dwarf was
dwarf was in the room.
when you descended the rope into the room. The
Okay.
body
See, I
was on the
misunderstood
like the
that.
armor was just on the floor.
Does anybody else want to look and see?
I'll
You
take
want
a
to
look.
look?
Sure.
Okay. You walk up to the jackal head and you look between the teeth of the jackal. And as you were watching, a slab of wall suddenly grinds upwards to the east, and a dwarf wearing a turban and chainmail creeps into the tomb. He brandishes a shield in front of him as he treads cautiously across the floor. A loud click sounds as the dwarf steps onto one of the floor tiles. Then a deafening buzz rises as locusts pour out from the mouths of the Sphinx's statues, quickly engulfing him. He tries to fight them off, but to no avail. When the cloud of insects vanishes, nothing of the dwarf remains except its bones and gear.
Okay.
So
How many dwarfs are there in
So
this
I
stupid
think
tomb,
I
and
just
how are they
saw-
so dumb?
I think I saw the same thing that he did. It's some type of a vision, a hallucination. It's repeating.
do we hear that noise you mentioned? When she looks through, do we hear that noise? You said there's like a cacophony of buzzing and
Yeah,
stuff?
you hear
We do? Okay.
The people looking, or does everybody hear it?
Everybody hears it.
Okay.
If we look, would we see what we saw before?
I'll take a look.
As you watch, a slab of wall suddenly grinds upward to the east, and a
Okay, I've
dwarf
seen enough.
Do we see what the body we saw?
It's doing the same thing they told us.
Or
The
seeing
thing
how
is
the
not
guy
dead
died.
yet. So either there's a lot of really dumb dwarves in this tomb, or it's on a stupid Groundhog's Day group.
Give me a quick perception check.
15.
When you looked in, you didn't see a body on the floor.
Okay.
All right, so that
So
is.
it's a repeat. So
Repeat.
do we want to try to enter this way with the advice of stepping on the vulture first?
Well, didn't
Or
that
do
other
we-
plaque say something about entering from above?
The descent into darkness was what the second floor said. So perhaps we should go to the second floor again and enter the room from the top.
What does it mean, slake your shadow at the font?
Slake your shadow at the font. I don't know.
That's very weird.
The vulture is the first step. That's probably the
Yeah,
vulture symbol on the
vulture.
floor. Write the gods, the walls of history. The walls of history tell all.
Do we see wall?
The walls of history. Is there anything written on the walls here or anything?
No, it is. All you see around you is purple mold silently staring at you, and the engraven head of a jackal.
All right, I'm going to cast Detect Magic
Okay.
and see if I sense anything magical within the area.
I assume you're doing this.
Do we see a room?
It's one of my invocations.
Oh, it's an invocation?
It's an
Okay.
invocation.
Oh,
yeah.
beautiful.
I can
Okay.
cast it at will.
Yep. Okay. So.
I'd probably just keep it up unless I'm fighting or something.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. From the jackal mask, you detect an aura of divination.
That's what makes
So
sense.
I tell everybody that.
okay. So
But you don't sense
What is
anything else in the immediate area.
divination?
It is gaining information, magic that gains information.
sometimes you can peer into past or future possibilities.
I
Something
investigate
like
the
that.
statue to see if there's a mechanism to open it.
The statue does not appear to move. The gaps between the teeth are pretty small, so nobody would be able to squeeze between them unless they were gelatinous. But we no longer have that option.
I mean, we should
Too
go back
soon,
to the
man. Too
The
soon.
second floor flag said to descend into darkness, so I feel like we should enter the room from the top anyway. And we could try to find, however, the dwarf came in from the east, but it didn't seem to go well for him.
Okay, so does there be any way to get through this jackal statue?
The jackal statue, it's a carving.
It's a carving. Gotcha.
And it doesn't appear to be
More
mobile
like a
in any way.
window.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Hergoth could teleport through there, but He'd be by himself.
So could Kalana, but that is not a resource she likes to use.
Okay, so you're suggesting that we go back up and go to the path that your characters...
Yeah. I mean, we may still need to use abilities to teleport, those of us who have it.
Okay.
But-
I guess we're going to go back up and go to that room with the...
Okay.
You're gonna make us walk back through the creepy eyeballs.
Oh, wait. On the way there, I want to stop at the dead goat body.
Okay, so you want to take a quick side trip to the dead goat body?
Yes.
That's
Dead
like
goat man body.
off down a different hallway.
You pass by the hallway with the
That's
dead
not a
goat
bad
with the dead
detour,
goat
yeah.
man before you get to the
Sure.
other one.
Okay.
So
So,
you carefully pick your way back through the eyeball mold and head back up to the second level. You head up the stairs, turn to the east, bypass a pile of ash, and continue on to around to the north, and head on down the hallway towards the weird ring.
Accept the ashes, man.
Put it in the urn.
so
You once again find yourself at the bottom of the ring hallway, standing next to a goat man.
I show
corpse.
Hergoth the note that we found on the goat man and say that this was with the body when we checked it before.
okay. Those who find this know that Idom and Bashir, the last I remember of the company, the Yellow Banner, weapons.
I'm gonna read it with the
Warlord
cool Goblin
Raz
Boston
disease stripped us
accent.
of our weapons and threw us in here on orders of his master Sarak. Imagine our souls are to be fed to his phylactery. Allowed seems to be more. Our
There's a
company was
strong
separated
Boston
after the
element.
incident.
Providence accent.
Well, I was going to cast Speak with Dead, but the information all seems to be right here in this note.
I mean, if you want to do.
I'll cast it anyway because it's an at-will invocation.
Might as well.
Nice.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So I'll cast Speak with Dead, which gives me 5 questions. For your edification, John, the answers are usually brief, cryptic, and repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to answer truthfully.
Okay.
Just so you know. So I'll cast Speak with Dead. So in this note, he talks a lot about a Sararak. I say to the corpse, I show the corpse the note.
Oh, his journal. It's his journal.
It's a journal. I show him this journal, and I say, "Can you give me more information? Can you give me more information about a Sararak?"
Who used to go video?
You scared the shit out of me. It's like, what the...
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Right. Oh, man. You can't speak.
God, I hate John. Can somebody else DM? Sarah, will you take over?
What would he know?
But then he'd have to play Dirt Grid.
I mean, you can lean as much or as little into this as you want, John. I'm just doing it for fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. What would he have known?
It just can be brief and cryptic.
You're starting to make me use my imagination here, darn you.
Damn imagination.
Okay. A Sararak is a is a ancient lich who built this tomb on the bones of the old gods.
Okay, that's cool information. So this the last surviving member of the company of the Yellow Banner. I asked the corpse, where is the company of the Yellow Banner located geographically?
Here.
Okay. Do you know where a Cererex phylactery is?
No.
Okay. Does anybody want me to ask any other questions? I have 2 questions left. Does anybody have any suggestions on questions?
Does he know what we need to do to stop the Cererex curse?
Does a Cererex have a weakness?
No.
Okay. Anybody else?
Does he know that Darkness is the strongest in the world?
Do we know how to stop the curse? Specifically.
I think if he knew how to stop the curse, he wouldn't be dead in the hallway on the second floor.
He may have tried and not succeeded.
Do you have any knowledge you can share with regard to the death curse?
It kills people.
See?
Okay.
That information was just as useful as your question.
So then,
Thank you.
so then we go back to the room with the dark shaft. I just wanted to do it because I can do it.
I know, it's fun.
It's always about the dark shaft.
Yeah, that's fine. She's got the ball shoot thing. She's just taking around us.
Okay, gotcha.
A clunky, fun thing to play. Giggle.
All right. You head back out to the large pit once again, and head to the
Creepy noises in the gym.
head up north, where you once again find yourself in a 15-foot square room. Around you are the cracked and carved images of the terrified humanoids falling. And in the middle of the floor, the stone bas-relief of the bearded devil, painted green. Its face, the devil face, painted green.
Okay.
Forlorn cries echo from the black void of its gaping maw.
I'm gonna walk into the mouth.
Okay. You have no problem hopping into the mouth of the devil. You are immediately engulfed in darkness, but after only about 10 feet or so, you then find yourself looking down on the room that you saw through the jackal's teeth.
Are the dwarf's bones there?
Yes.
Okay. The dwarf's bones are there. Okay. Yep.
I just want to see if...
So you see Hergoth, like, step into the darkness, and it looks like his body goes horizontal, and like he just kind of walks down into the darkness.
David Bowie vibes. I'm down with it.
Yeah, kind of like from Labyrinth.
more time.
Yeah.
And I yell up, I see the bones of the dwarf.
Yeah, no kidding. We told you so.
I'm going to hang out on the ceiling until they come down.
Okay. What do the rest of you guys want to do?
I mean, get down onto the sarcophagus and I guess figure out what we need to do to open it. I can climb down with a rope and tie it off on the horns.
Okay, we can repeat the previous process and
I can climb on upside down on ceilings too, so I'm gonna follow him and be like, haha, I couldn't do it too, you dummy.
So Dirk
So you both have the equivalent of spider walk?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, we're like walking around upside down on the ceiling.
Useful.
Upside down, buddies.
Very useful.
It's my,
That is an ability from Nang Nang.
That's awesome.
From
That's a pretty
from
great
the god.
ability.
Yeah.
I gained climbing as part of my bestial soul.
Nice. Okay, so the people that aren't spider climbing are down on the dais with the sarcophagus, with the
Okay. So, yep.
with whatever that was.
So
Fang, Mayak, and Kalana are now standing on a raised
Funeral
dais.
barge.
On a let's see. Sorry.
Hi, Liliana.
Okay.
You say hi, Greg? Oh, not with food in your mouth. There you
Hi,
go.
Liliana.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I got lost in the module. Okay. So.
Sarah, Greg. Yeah.
So. Yep. Okay. So. Okay. So yes. So. Fang, Kalana, and Mayak, you are all standing around a funeral barge that is on top of a 3-foot tall dais. And around you is a floor covered in hieroglyphs. Hergoth and Durkris, you're just hanging about above them.
Do we have
I can give you the full room description again if you want it.
Do we have that printout of the?
John sent a screen capture of that room because we were on Zoom the night that happened.
That's true.
But yeah, this is a room where we probably need a printout.
Okay. Now it's 23. Hang on.
Oh, please. Your character is important to us. Great.
Killing
Okay.
your character is important.
This is the room that you guys are standing on. Standing in and
So
over.
I have a question for you, John. My character can read all writing.
Okay.
Can you read the hieroglyphs?
The hieroglyphs do not look like language.
Okay.
They look like animals.
Okay. Can we see like the jackal mouth? Or
You can see the 4 jackal statues, and the mouth of the jackal is to the south. That little corridor off is to the east for your
east? Okay. So east of south, so
Yeah.
the jackal mouth.
and you only really see it as just like the little slots. You don't. It doesn't actually look like a jackal from this side.
Okay. So it said the vulture is the first step. Is that the how does?
The vulture is the first step.
What order do we make other steps if we want to
Right.
try to?
Right, the gods.
Well, my party was here before the sarcophagus was not unlocked, so we gave up and went back up.
Maybe it might be in the order of the gods themselves, like from the beginning.
Are these the gods that we've encountered?
It seems like
There's snakes, vultures.
Yeah.
they are. Rabbit.
Also, but I am assuming your detect magic is still up. You're getting abjuration and conjuration from
Scarab,
those sphinxes.
but there's also like the staff
Which is not a god.
and an arch. And the dwarf body appears to be on a vulture and or a foot, so it's hard to say.
The vulture is the first step. Can you see a vulture anywhere?
Mind you, yes, there are plenty of vultures. So the dwarf that walked in either activated a vulture or activated a foot before it died based on where it's falling.
Gotcha. I mean, clearly from that hallway, the vulture is the first step.
It says right the gods, so maybe they go in a
Can
specific
anybody
order.
create a duplicate of themselves, a dummy person, a dummy summon to attempt to step on these and perhaps hit traps so we don't have to?
Well, call me crazy, but I'm thinking if we let a dummy anything trip the trap, the thingies are going to eat us too.
Possibly.
Possibly. I don't want to get those things at me.
Can Dirkris and I just like walk over and just go into this hall? there anything stopping us?
The door is closed.
Oh, the door is closed.
It's obvious that there is a door there, but it is closed.
Where's the first one?
Gotcha.
First.
Can you explore and see if there's any text on the walls that might give a hint about like an order of symbols that we need to use?
What, I mean, is there anything on the walls, John?
Hints on the statues of the sphinxes, the
Slate
little details that we
your
couldn't see
shadow
from
at
here.
Font. So what is the font?
That might not be part of this room.
The vulture is the
Yeah,
first step.
all of those could be for like 6 different rooms.
Because there's at least through 2 other rooms that we saw in
Right,
that
the
hallway.
gods, the wasp, the history tell. I guess that's supposed to be a foot. It doesn't quite look like a foot.
Yep, a foot, a snake, a scarab or a beetle, a staff, some tall grass, maybe.
There's 2 other corridors.
An
But
archway?
those corridors could have multiple rooms. He wants to see the room.
Right, what's the door?
Yeah, the person that asked about the map wants to see the room.
As you're walking over in that direction, you hear a little voice in your head. Go take a look at that dead dwarf. It's probably got loot on it. You want to get that before anybody else does.
You said it's 15 feet. The room is 15 feet high, right?
The room is, yes, 15 feet high.
Okay. So I'm in square 3. So it's 2 squares below me. I mean, I stand directly above it on the ceiling and take a look at it.
You want to? Okay, you can look at it, but you want to search the corpse?
Yeah, I can't really touch it. I'm going to. I'm gonna.
Kalana kind of sees you looking at us. Do you want me to bring that body to a safe location?
If you can, sure.
No! She'll take the stuff! She'll take the treasure!
Perhaps not.
Very well.
Dorker is getting bored.
But anyway,
If you don't come up with a plan, I'm going to come up with my own plan.
Are these
okay,
squares
but you don't see any particular markings on this side of the door.
Are these 5-foot tiles, John?
Okay.
They are.
So I'm going to. Could I conceivably just like put my hands on the ceiling, let my feet dangle, and drop into the space where the dwarf is?
You could push yourself off the ceiling and fall.
All right, so I would take falling damage then. Okay.
You're going to try to go to the vulture that he...
Yeah, I'm going to walk down the wall
Okay.
and step on the vulture.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Perception check. Perception. 22.
Okay. From behind you, you hear a very quiet click. First over, click.
From behind me.
From behind
where?
you. From the door.
Oh, as I'm walking down the door?
No, when you step on the tile.
Oh, when I step on the tile. Got it. Okay, so I say, everyone be cautious. I just heard a click as I stepped on this tile. Hergoth is more on alert now than he was before, so he's waiting to see what happens.
Nothing seems to happen.
Nothing seems to happen. Okay. Well, the dwarf is right there next to me, right?
Yes.
Because it's in the square next to the vulture. Mm-hmm. So I examine it for loot.
Okay, you find... the yellow turban on his head has a peridot gemstone worth 500 gold pieces. It has a non-magical shield, just a plain old shield. In his belt pouch, you find a 500 gold piece diamond.
Nice.
And just oddly, two 1 inch, about 1 inch diameter crystal eyeballs. One's dark blue and one is a vibrant purple.
blue and purple eyes. Well, I can't resist that. Does anything happen? For purple eyes, does anything happen?
It when you put the crystal eyes in front of your eyes, you can't see anything.
Okay.
You are blinded while you have the crystal eyes in front of your eyes.
Effectively blinded.
Say, is there anything useful?
I can't speak with dead.
Okay.
Because I can.
What are your questions?
What was your path into this room?
I came in the door.
Okay. Did you step on the vulture and then step on the square that you're in?
Yes.
Okay.
So feet are bad. No feet.
Did you come with other people?
Yes.
Where are they?
Not here.
Jerk face.
We were separated.
Okay. I want to ask, do you know how this trap works? But obviously, he doesn't.
You could ask him if he knows how to unlock the sarcophagus.
That's right, because
Maybe he
we
knows
couldn't
about that.
we couldn't get it open before
Correct.
because it was locked.
Yeah.
Do you know how to open that sarcophagus?
No.
Very well then. Rest, my friend. No. No snoring. No snoring. Stop snoring. Stop resting. Okay, that was 5 questions. Okay, I don't know if I have anything. Wait, does this character have knock? I don't think he does, but thaumaturgy, hex, shield, detect magic, invisibility, blah blah blah. Okay, so Hergoth takes all that stuff,
Okay.
pockets everything.
Okay.
Any magic coming from the eyes?
No.
No. Okay. Hergoth's gonna walk back up the wall, go over the ceiling. And is the dais higher? Like, is it closer to the ceiling?
The dais is 3 feet high.
3 feet high.
Correct.
And how tall is the sarcophagus?
About sarcophagus size, which would make it about another 3 feet, sorry.
Oh, that's 3 feet.
You said you heard a click, correct?
Yes, I did.
Maybe the vulture is the only step. I try to open it. Does the sarcophagus open? I'm on the dais.
While I'm still on the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So before I climb over there, I'm standing on the vulture. She tries to open the sarcophagus.
You cannot open the sarcophagus.
Okay. I climb up and around.
Okay.
And since it's 6 feet closer to me,
Okay.
I should be able to just hang down and drop on it. Yes.
Well, you can't hang onto the ceiling. All you can do is push off. You walk on the ceiling. You can't hold on to the
You can
ceiling.
walk over to the rope that
Oh,
we
I gotcha,
strung
I gotcha.
and just climb down the rope.
Okay. Yeah. I climb down the rope.
Okay. You use the rope. Okay.
Yeah.
And swing down to the dais.
Okay.
What if you have to step on all the vultures?
We could possibly.
That is impossible.
How many are there?
1, 2, 3, 4,
So speak with
5,
Dad.
6, 7.
Attack twice.
There's like 8 of them.
Invisibility. Read
And there's
random.
no way to get to all of them without
Magic.
stepping on other tiles.
Unless you jump, which seems weird.
Let's see,
There's
twenty.
more than 5 feet between some of them.
No, the things.
I was trying to analyze it for a pattern.
The vulture is the first step. So we know that the vulture is correct.
Well, we know that the foot, at least at that point, was not
the second
correct
step.
for the dwarf.
Are there any eyeballs missing in the Sphinx statues?
Not that you can see. They just look like statues. They have regular carved eyes.
There's no spaces for eyeballs, like in carvings on the sarcophagus or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Those might be the jewels that the frog was looking for.
It could be.
Hey, that's exciting.
There are, however, multiple vultures off the sides of the dais.
True. That is true.
Oh my god,
I want to get in the sarcophagus.
You want us to put you in the sarcophagus?
No. No, I'm just saying that Ergoth would like to try to open it, but he doesn't know.
Teleport into it.
Are there any vultures near? Okay,
And
that's not
if you walk
weird.
Tried to
over,
look at like all the just animal ones, but there's no viable pattern that
Yeah.
would work
Yeah.
to get from one side to the other.
and if you walk across the ceiling and inspect the sphinxes, is there anything of note or interest if you get closer to them?
I'll go inspect a sphinx.
Hey, thank you.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and make an investigation check on the Sphinx then. Ooh.
11.
It looks like a very strong statue, but it is otherwise just a life-size gynosphinx. What does a gynosphinx look like? Let me see if I can get a picture of that.
What?
What is a gynosphinx? Dice.
What about the ones that have the two beetles side by
I want to say
side?
what I think a gynosphinx is, but it's not even appropriate for this
Basically,
podcast.
a lion sphinx type thing. It's your winged lion that you were wondering about last time.
Like mine.
Yes.
And there's some sort of bunnies on the sarcophagus.
On the sarcophagus. Let me get you that description again. Wrong tab.
This puzzle's got my head hurting.
I'm sorry, I don't
Let's
look
see.
up this word.
A gold inlaid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot tall dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits.
Horned rabbits.
Yep.
Vultures. Rabbits.
Okay.
Just waiting for you.
So the only animals are the scarabs, the vultures, and the snakes, huh? Right?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. It's hard to tell without seeing it.
Our listeners are super entertained right now.
Right. Well, this is quite a puzzle.
Yes.
Are there any inscriptions on the edges of the steps of the dais?
You do not see anything that looks like words.
I looked this up. So that means that's combine your shadow at the receptacle. So what does that mean?
I have no idea. It is a mystery.
I'm assuming it's probably a room that's more in light and shadow than this one.
Did we see something that had like a vessel in it that was like a fountain or something?
Not yet.
Remember,
on
we haven't
this
seen
floor.
a lot of rooms on the third
Yeah.
floor yet.
You just rolled damage for some reason.
What?
I just saw a message that said he rolled damage.
Oh, I might have clicked
Yeah,
off.
I did, to be honest.
accidental thing.
We're all slowly dying in this room.
Taking that time to
Maybe-
slow
Brain
rest,
damage.
We may just want to move on to something else.
Combine your shadow at the
Again, not all of those lines are
baptism.
applicable to
I'm
this
just
room.
trying to make it make sense
Okay,
for me.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to.
Could you summon something if we went back to the side with the teeth peeking in and send it in? Let's see what
I don't think
happens.
so. I don't think that thing on the outside has anything to do with getting into this room. It's more like a window into your future. than
Yeah.
anything.
I'm more thinking
you're
if,
right.
if
I'm
we
speaking
can,
as Sarah right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
'cause
If we-
obviously,
I'm-
Dirkers would have no idea about any of this.
I'm allowing some out of character
This is
conversation
a
on this one.
serious
Yes.
puzzle.
if he can summon something and we can stand in a hallway outside, so if traps get activated, maybe we're not in the path of the trap.
Maybe the key is to step on the vultures in a certain way, not all of them at the same time, but
Just to step on them at some point.
yes.
Have people who can jump or teleport get the ones that are harder to reach.
30 symbols of water on that? On the floor?
No,
No, okay.
there's an arch. There is
There's
a
7 different
gateway,
symbols.
A
Yeah.
beetle of some kind.
a scarab. There is an urn, a scepter,
Flants.
a foot, which we
Can
think
my
is probably
character,
bad.
who's kind of new to this room, make like an Arcana check or a History check or something? With
Maybe it's
regard to
not
the
a
with regard to
flat.
the
Maybe it's not
glyphs? Or,
flats.
Well, whatever
symbols?
it is, it's where the dwarf stepped when he died.
If you want to try a history check to see if you can determine what god this is the sarcophagus of.
couldn't hurt.
But
Is it
I don't
history?
know if that would. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think that will help you with the puzzle. But yeah,
I'm so curious.
yeah.
History is only a 14 though.
Only 14. All you can remember is the symbol looks like the name of the god Ijin, but you don't know anything about that god.
Okay. All right. So the item of interest is the sarcophagus. We can get to it, but no problem. We just can't get it open.
Does anybody else with a god in their head? Maybe the gods can give some advice?
My god has been talking to me, and it is not giving me any solution to this puzzle.
Who else here has a god in their head at this
I can
point?
ask my god, I guess. Hey, Moa.
John's robbing
any,
the
any insight on this puzzle here?
We were dead long before they made these. I don't remember what I used for Moa's actual
voice.
voice last
I
time.
don't think he's ever actually talked before.
No. Okay.
I think he warned you when we went into the false tomb that he didn't recognize any of the symbols. He had more of a hissing voice because he was sneaky.
So I can't tell you. I can't tell you how to get around the puzzles because nothing's
John defaulted to
been using.
Southern.
Yeah, John just defaults to Southern when he doesn't know what else to do. Actually, he was kind of a frog thing, wasn't
He's
he?
a snaky thing.
Snaking. Oh yeah, that's right.
He was
That's
sneaky
right.
when he
It's a
tried to warn us
snake.
about the wine tomb and him not having any memory of those symbols.
That's right. I don't know anything about this tomb. It was built after we were dead.
If we go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's one of each symbol.
Once a man.
Hey, Cobra Command.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Do you remember how many gods there were from the beginning?
There's 9. But there's 7 symbols. There's definitely not a symbol for each god in
Okay.
here. Because every god's an animal.
Okay.
And not all these symbols are animals. So it's
Okay.
nothing to do with the gods.
Okay.
But there's 7 different symbols. And there's only one path that I've found so far that just goes one of each.
We could try it. We could go and clear the rest of that floor and then come back and try later. It's
Well,
up
we
to
know
you.
one of them is a shore step where the raven was.
For
I
the
mean, vulture.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said raven.
There's a reasonable theory that we might have to step on all of them. I just don't know if we're meant to step on them in order. If there's an expectation that we would be able to jump or teleport to hit certain things.
I don't think you're supposed to jump. This is finding a path.
Yeah,
Yeah.
finding the right pattern, which will probably unlock the sarcophagus.
Okay. I mean,
and get you from point A to point B.
yeah.
And from what I can tell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 1, 2, 3. There's 8.
Are there 8 symbols?
There's 2 scarabs near each other.
No.
So wouldn't you discount that since there's 2 together?
Scepter. Gate. Snake.
I got 2 urns in there somehow.
Scarab. Urn. Vulture. And foot.
I'm about to have Hergoth run naked through this whole room.
There are 8 symbols total, although we may not want to step on feet.
I don't think it has to do with the fact that he stepped on a foot. He stepped on the foot in the wrong pattern.
Yeah, he did the wrong pattern. If only I was an artificer with
Vulture,
those
scepter.
mechanical
I think it was 1, 2,
things.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What did I just miss? A snake.
Vulture, scepter, snake. Scarab. Gate.
This is taxing my brain.
Yeah, I think we should just give up on this room.
For now.
That is Chris's vote.
We've seen how deadly it could be. It seems like higher risk than perhaps is worth it, even though
Okay.
I would welcome another god in their advice. Does your leadership god have no advice for you?
Let's see. Let's see. Who's currently on here? The native actually want to be helpful here.
Yeah, if there's treasure, I'd think the
Depends on how
treasure
generous you
one
want to be as the DM, John.
Yeah, I know. Obalaka speaks in your head.
Nobody has Obalon.
I don't have a anymore.
That's
No.
old notes.
Used
Old
to
notes.
have.
Who do you currently have?
Forum had Obalaka.
She has,
Yeah.
crap, what's his face?
The bossy one.
The one
Old notes.
who's making her
Crap.
think she's in charge or knows she's in
No,
charge.
Forum didn't have any gods. But he did have the ring.
Oh, sorry. You have
Papazotl.
Papazotl. Sorry. There's the correct notes. My correct notes.
Papazotl.
Papazotl.
Yeah, bird. I have bird brain. I should have
Papazotl.
known that.
Mine.
Boy.
I am in charge. Why do you say I think I'm in charge?
Turn.
Jesus.
Yeah, Nang wouldn't. Papazotl.
Oh, I also never take damage from falling, by the way.
Nice.
Honestly, Mo was probably the only one who would actually want to be willing to pipe up here. In your head, you hear Mo say, I don't think we have enough information on this room yet.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
Right about what?
He says we don't have enough information about this room to really do anything with it.
All right, let's go. I'm bored.
All right, let's go back up.
Okay, we'll go back up.
Okay, you climb back up the rope. Find yourself in that creepy room again. Do you wish to go back down to level 3?
Go back down to level 3. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna stay around on level 2.
Okay.
Level 3.
You head on back down to the
Cut out
slime-filled corridors
last
of
half
level
hour of
3.
podcast.
Cut out last half hour of the podcast.
Snipping here for boredom.
Still
Snip,
exploring.
snip, snip.
I heard I got rid of it, so it wasn't
Okay.
nothing, Chris.
You now are standing at the bottom of the stairs at level 3. Little slime molds popping up and taking a look at you.
I hit those things.
To your left, there's a 10-foot wide corridor. Looking down the corridor, you see what looks like a chain going across the corridor. And of course, you have the northern corridor that takes you to the Jackal Head, and the southern corridor that you can get to by walking around the pit.
Thinking of the Tomb Guardians coming. We're just bouncing on the floor, not bounce.
Mighty Leader Dirkris, what would you suggest we go?
North.
We're going north.
Okay, you walk north, and you find yourself at a 5-foot wide corridor, at the far end of which you see a carving of a jackal head.
That's where
Oh,
we were.
shit. I wasn't
South?
listening. Never mind. East.
South?
There's west, north, and south.
West, north, and south. West.
Okay, that's the 10-foot wide corridor at the bottom of the stairs.
With the chain.
Okay. Let's go check out the chain gang.
Okay. As you walk down, it's about 20 feet, and very shortly you see that the chain is connected to 2 tome guardians set in the back of in recesses, which, as you approach, come to life.
Fun.
Sweet. I really want to hit something right now. I'm frustrated.
Okay, so starting next adventure, you get to face off with the chained tomb guardians. With the little slime molds peeping up and watching the whole thing.
Wonderbar.
Wunderbar.
Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and say goodnight to the listeners.
Good night.
We love you.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.